After the ball is over, after the skein is done, after the die lot's finished, and you are short just one, many a knitter has made a tearful and desperate call, pleading with their local yarn shop, go after that ball.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Pen, Hook, and Needles podcast, episode whatever this is while my thing opens up. It is episode 623. Today is Wednesday, November 5th, 2025, as we are recording. I am Marlisha, also known as Lady Fernico.
And I'm Talia, also known as Franciscan Gypsy.
I want to welcome all new and returning viewers to the Fun in the Woman Cave. If you are new, we're glad you found us, and we hope you see something that you enjoy so that you'll stay with us. If you are returning, we're glad that you found us again, right?
Mm-hmm.
that you keep coming back. We're glad to have you back.
I don't know if I owe people comments. I probably do.
Oh, I know I do.
I had to check my message on PHN. I keep meaning to. I keep falling behind. Because, Jody, if you sent me another message, I probably didn't see it because I probably didn't get notified. My notifications for the PHN home messages are
spotty,
yeah.
I had that problem for a while. And I went and I acknowledged the 3 people who were on YouTube, even though I didn't say anything. I have been singularly unmotivated. All I want to do is sleep. And so... and not do anything that requires any thinking or effort whatsoever, and responding requires thinking.
Yeah, because I haven't done them for my booktube either.
No, my booktube people are waiting as well. So it's not just PHN.
No,
right?
It's everybody.
It's everybody. The only people that get kind of consistent is when I go into Adagio and say good morning.
My prayer one gets a little bit more consistency.
Yeah. Well, I say good morning, and they've put up pictures. They used to have what's called a community box every month, and because they were moving, they had to cancel the last 2 boxes, but they're letting everybody, not just the people who do the boxes, post pictures. So I'm making sure to post photos, and that's kind of fun. But I'm really not anything that takes too much effort. I'm like, no. But don't stop commenting because we like them, and we will get back to them, and we do read them. So, but anyway, well, I guess we go right into the tea and to the
Yeah.
Okay, in my Adagio, forest creatures, well, the owl and the forest creatures, because the owl is the best. There's no wolf here.
I need to show you my autumnal stamps where I do have one owl, but I'm not breaking up my set to give you my one owl. I've given you a full set with an owl before. But this had a bunny in it.
This, I didn't ask.
Just saying.
This is a Taiwanese tea that my friend picked up. Her nephew brought it from Taiwan when he came back to the States to go to school. And then I told her how much we liked it. That's my friend. And she found it in one of the Asian stores here in the States. So she gave us another container. So, yes.
And it just felt right for the day. We didn't have to think too hard about what we were going to choose. We were just like, okay, do this.
Just a little bit of sugar, no nothing. But how many projects do you have?
I have, and I'm in my Hercule Poirot was right mug. Even though some of the things here don't really make sense for Poirot because I don't think his home is cozy.
Well, he thinks it is. Doesn't matter if you
I don't think Poirot thinks it's cozy.
Oh, I think he does. It must be perfectly square and angles and ugly.
So,
but I inherited her
smaller one,
the little gray cells.
And then I have another one with all the Poirot sayings on it. But
so how many projects do you have?
So I have, let's see, write the number. 1, 2, I think I have 3.
I have 4 or 5. I
have
5 bags, but I'm not sure I worked on all of them. So.
I have 4.
Okay. So I guess I will go first. But before we get into the projects, I've sent out all the prizes for the alongs, and there was one person, she probably was wondering where her stuff was. I found a bag all packaged up to be sent to the person who won the prize, and this particular person usually gets the podcast a little later than the rest, so I had already sent the rest off, and
forgot.
I think I missed her. So she won again this time, so I stuck both prizes in there. So you'll have a double prize, that's why.
Maybe you'll have to start sticking notes, like, attached to the yarn, like, before you send them out, just so you know who...
Well, no, I knew who it was. I just missed that because this particular time she was later than usual.
Okay.
And so, and that's fine. That's fine.
It
just that it didn't get caught up in the wave of all the stuff that was being sent out.
It just got sent on the second wave.
Yeah, it got sent out with the next series of long winners. So if you see 2 prizes in there, that's why. Part of the reason I'm not mentioning the person is I don't know if she'd want to be mentioned, and part of the reason is because I can't remember exactly who it was. So, she'll know because she didn't get her prize last time.
Yeah.
So, okay. We are now doing, we're still doing the ABC along. I'm not going to go into the logistics of it. You guys, it's all written in the group.
And you really can't do anything unless you are in the group, so...
I mean, I do occasionally go into it. I don't feel like it right now. I'm really tired and a little achy, so I'm not going to tax myself over much. So the ABC along, we're in the last quarter of that. The particulars are in the group on PHN, along with what the featured patterns and featured yarns are and how to earn those extra chances at a prize. Only for the FO guys, not for the whips. I can't talk. Let me have some tea. This is my first caffeine, and it's 11 o'clock. So that's going along really well. We're in the 4th quarter for that. When we pull for prizes for this one, I will also pull for an end of the year prize for that. It won't be any big deal, just because I feel like it. Okay. Now the other ones that we are doing is the
we have the autism awareness.
Autism awareness, and no, not the autism awareness.
Toy along. You're correct.
Toy along, and that the little cute little things are showing up in the toy along. Jodi's got the place hopping.
Oh, so, she always does.
Yeah, that's one of her favorites. So I love looking at everything that everybody makes. I haven't been able to go there the last week or so, but I can't wait to go back because it sort of exploded during that week, and I want to see all the pretty little toys, cute little toys. I'm
almost at having to stop and think about toe.
Oh, good.
Which means I'll have to stop working on this.
We also have the one that finishing all the things.
Yes, I don't remember what it's called.
I can never remember what it's called, and I don't have it in my notes at the moment. But finishing all the things, and it is what the title says, and all the information about featured yarns, featured patterns, blah blah blah, is all in the group on the PHN homepage. I think it's phnpodcast.freeforms.net.
And probably the same people who reminded us last time what it was will remind us this time.
Yeah, because a month, and in a month it goes in one ear, not the other, because I can do that in 5 minutes. Okay,
and it's one of our newer longs too.
Yeah, it was suggested by Wombat of Doom.
Yeah, so that one is,
and she's been more active. I'm happy to say. I'm happy to see her back. Okay, I guess you said you had 4?
Yes.
And I have 5, one of which are not on here, so I'll show that.
Are not or is not? One of which is not.
I don't care. I want to be incorrect. Okay, this one is in my autism awareness bag. It's a Lois bag, Knitting's My Bag bag. So it's one of the first bags I picked up. And there's not a whole lot done with this. Talia was helping me to figure something out because she was saying something was tricky, so she wanted to sit with me while it also has make one right, make one left, which is a new skill for me, drives me nuts.
And it really does have to be done.
Yeah, we figured out that it really has to be done. So I've got this much done. So I'm using the yarn from the Fiber Festival that I went to in September. So it
makes me think of cranberry sauce.
This and this. And pattern well, this is up close, almost too hard to see, but isn't that pretty the way it kind of works off like a basket weave almost? And the designer, I met the designer there, and she actually wanted to use the exact same yarn I had picked it up for, because she said, oh, I picked up the yarn and I showed it to the person who owns the shop and the lady who did the pattern. I said, oh, I'm going to do that for this pattern of mine. Or the lady said she's going to do it for the pattern. I said, oh, what's the pattern? And so, voila.
So we stole her idea.
I stole her pattern. Actually, I bought her pattern.
No, don't say that. 'Cause
I bought her pattern. I did not steal her.
well, I mean by stole her, you stole her idea of working the yarn in that pattern.
I had to work on something. I don't see how it's stealing anything. She's still going to do it. I need to take it from her.
But did you buy the last of the yarn there?
I did buy all the yarn there.
So there you go.
What does that have to do with stealing anything?
You made it so she couldn't do it.
She had some. There was enough left for her to buy more.
I thought you said that there wasn't any.
Mm-mm. I offered to give it to her if she didn't. She said she was going to use that yarn.
Okay.
I don't know. I can't remember that far back. That's 2 months ago.
Then it would be me next.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll just show the matching project. So in my Silver Shed USA books bag.
Books.
This is the Grid Gambit cowl. And you already saw the pattern.
Oh, yeah, that's the one I just did.
Yeah, that's why I pulled this one up. And so my colors, now the contrast is going to be a lot more subtle than with hers.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on.
And you couldn't see mine because it was so short.
Yeah. When hers starts popping, it'll be really noticeable. So mine is a lot more subtle.
I think it'll start, though, too, when you get a little further, because you're still not very far.
Yeah, but it's still, I think the effect is still going to be more subtle. It's just the nature of it. It's going to feel like autumnal leaves.
Mm-hmm. I almost kept those 2 skeins of yarn for myself. I was not at all sure I was going to give them to Taya.
So you can start to see where it's starting to build.
If I could have thought of something to use it in, I would have kept it. But sure, it kind of your colors anyway.
Yeah,
so.
it is. So, yeah, at this point, and I think that I think you made your secondary color the paler one. Your first color was a solid.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So you'll be having pops of that paler color popping. It's going to look very striking.
Well, she said that the speckled should be,
and that's what I have here as well.
When I talked to her, that's the way she was doing it.
And I think, as it goes along, of course, you're going to see more of it, especially as it builds. But it is just by the nature of what it is, it's going to be more subtle because the colors are less dramatically. It's like when you if I was to take pictures in black and white of your yarn and then mine, you would be able to see that there is a sharp contrast between yours and not as obvious a contrast between mine.
Okay, let's see here.
Doesn't mean it's any less beautiful, it just means a different effect.
Okay, the next one, I finally got Taya to take a look and see where I was. I had
Okay, I can't work on this right now.
Must have fudged somewhere along the increases in this project. It's my turtle, my September and October. I'm working on my October turtle. I'm saying it's October because I'm saying September's shell is already finished. The twins. So it's in my Mama C ginormous turtle bag, which I absolutely love. She made it for me. That'd be beautiful. Absolutely love it.
That's exactly where September, October should be.
Oh no, this is not.
Oh well, that's.
Now, why aren't they in there? Because I have something else in there.
Is it something bigger that's in there?
It has the potential to be, but
September, October should be in there.
Yeah, this is it. Okay, this is Mama C bag too. Okay,
so September and October are shoved into an owl.
She made this for me. Okay, and I might move them simply because that's a turtle. So yeah, I have 2 bags of this material that Christina made for me. This one and a bigger one, I think. It looks like it's bigger, and then a little hot pad that she gave to me because she spoils me, and I appreciate it. So I worked a little bit on. This is September. You can see with the green bottom. And this one's October. And Taya had to tink me back a little bit because I had messed up something. So now I have it exactly where I am. You can see that September and October are not identical twins. They're fraternal. You see the bottom is green and one's bottom is that gold. Kind of a very autumnal. I started this years and years and years ago. I don't know how long these. And I just haven't wanted to work on them. I think because, first of all, I didn't want to do the head. And usually it doesn't bother me to do the head.
Doesn't feel like it.
It doesn't feel like it. and I didn't want to sew. I never want to sew. So I just,
And that's kind of an important part of making toys.
Yeah. So
yeah, for someone who started off like when you start doing patterns as a toy maker, it's just so funny that like you'd never like sewing them. It's just like,
but I like the toys, so I put aside stuff I disliked because it was over. It was compensated by the fact of what I got, the cute little.
so it's like giving birth.
Yeah, you don't remember the. I mean, I don't know why they can't all be like my other turtle that I made. I think it was a Pearl Soho or somebody, and you didn't sew it. You found the stitches and you went around the stitches and you just crocheted the limb onto the actual body. So there was no sewing, and that thing is put together. It's not coming off. So, but I don't care for sewing. But that's this.
Okay, so next for me is in my let's see, it's
That's such a cute
Adelaide Cottage bunny bag that I think Laura gave
I
this
think
to
Laura
me.
gave it to you, yeah.
And this has Dad's Christmas socks in it.
My husband is furloughed, so he's around here somewhere.
Well, he's in his art room.
But he's going to be getting out soon.
Not yet. It's not even 11. It's like barely 11:30.
Yeah. Was he going to go to his normal time before he goes
That's
outside?
what I got the impression of. But
He's probably doing his artwork.
So using Forever Blue Jeans, which is one of Mom's colorways.
Forever in Blue Jeans.
Forever in Blue Jeans, which is one of Mom's colorways. First sock has been done. And I am very close to being able to start the toe for the other one. So I don't want to continue working right now because last time I did that where I was doing something else I was working on, I actually had to tink back because I went too far.
Right.
Say I did a similar thing for the heel flap for this. So I had to pull back and fix that, which was annoying because I had done the heel turn and everything. And I was already picking up the gusset. So I had to pull back and fix the error. So I'd rather just measure it, see where I'm at, and then finish it in proper order. And then they will be done. Because this is the longer Christmas gift. And when I'm doing, as per usual, not just Boring Boot Socks pattern, except he likes a shorter leg.
Have you started the rosary yet?
No, because that takes so much less time.
Right.
I needed to focus on this. I knew I could get that done in a day if I needed to. I could do it like the week before Christmas and I'd be good. I won't wait to that long, but I knew that I had a lot more time for that than I did this. And then after those things are done, it's just like then I have nothing but being able to do, like I can start a pair of red fingerless mitts to make up for the 2 pairs that I somehow lost and don't know where they went.
And you didn't give them to me.
No, like I said, I knew where they should be, and they're not there. And it makes no sense for them not to be there. And I tore up that whole area. So I don't know. It doesn't make sense that both of my red pairs disappeared. Not just one, both.
Somebody likes red. All right, let me see here. My next one is, wasn't at all sure I was going to have my notes, so let's see what we got here. I didn't work on the cherry bomb this time around. I've been busy. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. I forgot to put it on fax.
Call from.
Okay, we're back. Phone calls. People who don't even leave messages really just annoy me. So on the fax it goes.
So I show my socks.
Okay. So mine is, I don't remember working on this, so I apologize if you don't really need to see this. This is in my Chronically Crocheting bag. I think all the bags I have out here, except for Lois's, were given to us or made for us. No, they were all made for us. So
I think most of my project bags that were made for me because they're bigger. I think they either are holding blankets right now, or they're holding sweaters or things like that. So
well, I know that the bag that Laura gave me with my name on it and everything, that has all my bare yarn from one of my projects, I think, in there, or bare yarn for dyeing yarn or whatever it has in there.
That one is actually here for me.
But okay, so let me find my. Here it is. I didn't do a lot on this. I don't even know if I did anything. I must have done. I think I took it with me to doctor's offices. I can't find my. There it is. Christina's going to roll her eyes because she's giving me stuff to put my hooks in. So, yeah, I think it's grown a little bit since the last time I showed you guys. So this is Talia's
It's
shawl.
about the size of like where you see in some of the older photos. They might have like just enough to cover their little bit of their shoulders.
It's a shawl.
Yeah.
But it doesn't have...
But it only works for someone who does... Like, it wouldn't be wide enough for my shoulders for a shawlette right now because I've got wider shoulders.
And not even for mine, really, because unless you have a brooch or something.
Well, a lot of times that's what they would do. They would have a little brooch. It was supposed to cover that... Because the necklines were so plunging in, like, places like Regency, that they would have something maybe a little bit longer than that.
I think it would be about a row or two longer, maybe 3.
But it's close to what they would have.
And this one, I'm still using just the Miss Babs, the same as Talia's... Do you show it?
No,
okay.
It's not timed that.
She's working something this as well.
Well, anyone who's been with us any time knows that I love this colorway.
Yeah, and this, I mean, I would get messages from Laura the day after Christmas or somewhere around that saying, Marlisha, Miss Babs is having a sale on that Squash Blossom. And so I was very happy about that because Talia's birthday is 2 weeks after Christmas.
Right.
So, and also I could pick up some stuff because I'm a month after Christmas.
Right.
And this is the other colorway. This is my daffodil. And it's going to be, if I ever get finished with this part right here, and it's going to be very subtle.
Right. But that's kind of what I wanted because I have ones that are more dramatic for that. But I wanted something that if I chose to wear black, it could be a note of dramatic, it could just have a dramatic effect. But you lose that if you have too much variation.
Right. Because you couldn't make up your mind what you wanted at first.
No, I couldn't.
And I did have another skein of yarn that I was going to use, and I ended up, I don't know what I did with it. Because it was my, I think it was my Circus Afro.
It had yellow and black.
Yeah, it was Circus Afro. I'm looking at it up there.
And the more I thought of it, the more I was like, yeah, no, that's really not what I want. And
actually, do you see that one up there? Look up there. There's black and orange. Do you see it? On the left-hand side, the top shelf is on the bottom of the pile. Of the top shelf.
Yeah, I think I see. I had to look over my glasses, Mom, because I have redder glasses on. I think I see which one it is.
Yeah, it's the second one from the end on the bottom.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at.
Yeah, that one would look nice with this, but it would be a different feel altogether.
And that wasn't what I wanted.
Yeah. I don't know what color that is. I have to take a look.
Because I know that the reds is I just care. It's fine. It's a bunch of reds. That's great. But I knew what I wanted with this one. I think partially because I also don't have as many yellow outfits as I used to. So I really have to be mindful. Okay, what am I going to be wearing with this? Most likely a full black outfit. Okay, what's going to look best with that?
Well, I know when I finish year 2, I have to think about making some for me that are more solid. Because Daddy said that he doesn't mind me wearing the shawls. He doesn't like the dramatic. I can compromise with that. The
so he likes the silver one.
He likes my silver one. That's actually about as far as he's going to go because that one's got
still got a bit of variation.
But if I can just kind of have a gradated like this one is going to be, or just kind of a subtle, then he likes that better, and I can wear the others at home,
right?
Or just out and about without him, because I don't want.
Well, and I'm sure you could do like an edging or something.
Yeah.
Like the very bottom could be like a darker color. Say if you did light blue or something.
I don't like edgings on my shawls.
I don't mean like a real edging. I mean like whenever you finish the row would be like a different color. That's what I meant by an edging.
Yeah, I'm not sure how I'd feel about that. Because I don't know. When I go, excuse me, I got something in my throat. When I go monochromatic, I don't like to break it up.
No, I get that.
Even though it might be just out of the shade a little bit.
Yeah, no, I get that.
But yeah, I don't have a whole lot to say about this. You guys have seen this multiple times. I love the bag. It's not a bag I usually go for because it's a tall bag. And I found out very quickly that they don't stand up like you want them to. But this one does good. I mean, it does well. Does good. Yes, I did teach. It does very well, and Crystal made it for me, who's chronically crocheting, so you know it's a really good bag. I had seen this on her podcast, and I said, "Oh, llamas," and she sent it to me.
Why are the llamas with cacti?
They're not cacti. They're pincushions.
Those are cacti. See, that's a cacti. That's a cacti.
They're pincushion.
That's a cactus.
Yes, I don't know. Llamas.
That's a cactus.
Maybe in in Peru and stuff, maybe there are cactuses on the
Cacti.
yes, that too, cactuses. I want to say cactuses because I feel like it. And I think if you look in the dictionary, both are acceptable now.
Yeah, I don't know.
So I don't know, but anyway, I love this bag. It's very heavy duty, and the cord, it defies even my ability to mess it up because she's got, I don't know what this is like. You see a lot on like things that go on boats.
I'm positive I'd be able to ruin it somehow.
I have every
I'm
faith
skilled.
in you. Yeah, mad skills, right?
Yep.
But yeah, that's it.
Okay, so the next one for me is in, I've had this bag forever. It's a faux something. It's
a faux. I had it. I have a green one that is Estee Lauder. No, not Estee Lauder. That's something else. I know what it is. I have one. Your grandpa bought me one for Christmas.
But the lining is not in great shape, but I need an actual bag, so I'm ignoring the fact that the lining's messed up.
You just make sure that if you lost them, you might check the lining as well.
Exactly. But it's a bigger project, which is also why I felt like it could handle this. I've had this yarn forever. I think it used to be in a shawl. Hang on. I'll tell you.
No.
Give me a sec.
No.
So this is Miss Bab's yarn. It used to be in a shawl.
Yeah, I remember that. I thought I recognized it.
And I had others skeins as well that I hadn't ended up using. So this is, let's see what the name of the colorway is. Because it's definitely the same colorway.
That's one of Miss Babs, isn't it?
Yep. So this is, let's see, where is it? I don't know that I wrote down. I call it the Embers. I think I call it Embers. Let's see. Yeah, Embers cardigan. The pattern is actually, throw that thing down.
No.
This is the calligraphy cardigan.
Oh, right.
I've had this started for a while, and this is one of the ones like because I have gained weight. I was concerned. A lot of the sweaters I've already started. If I want to make them, I'm gonna have to tear them back and start them over. This one I had already started large, so
was it because you wanted to be oversized or
no? The next option would have been too small, so I went for the larger option. Because it was between a 34.75 chest circumference and 38.25. I'm like I've always been smack dab in the middle. And so it being a bit larger than my, original, weight I was making, original size I was making actually worked out very well. And most sweaters have a little bit of give anyway.
Right.
But so I was grateful that I could just keep going with this one.
And she hasn't finished mine yet.
Well, this is straight stockinette.
I don't know what mine is. Mine's got the owl on the back.
Yes.
Yeah.
That one definitely requires focus.
How you doing on Little Miss Things?
Huh?
How you doing on Little Miss Things?
I'm in the ribbing for that one. I think I'm gonna.
Are you?
Well, that doesn't count sleeves.
Oh, sleeves.
And
she doesn't know what's coming. So.
No, and then I have to add zipper.
Oh, right. Sewing. Yay.
Well, the difficult thing is I've never added a zipper to a project that I'm not going to be the one wearing.
Oh, right. Mm-hmm.
Now, thankfully, I had to see where my mannequin.
It's downstairs.
Yeah. So, and the good thing about that mannequin is I can adjust the size of the butt. That's what I did for Grandma's sweater.
Mm-hmm.
Is I adjusted the size. But I've really not had much reason to use it until now, so I'm really glad I didn't get rid of it.
Right. Well, I always felt that maybe I would use it for a crocheted sweater or something.
So, and I mean, in all reality, a mannequin, even if it holds something, like it's, and that thing it must have been fairly pricey for me to get one that could be resized. I can't remember if I was the one who bought it.
No, you bought it.
Yeah, I must have looked on Amazon. But anyway, so here it is. I'm, at the point, I think there must be some sort of pattern coming up because I'm supposed to go for a certain number of inches. Maybe there's some decreases coming up or something because I know that it said like I had to go so many inches and something happens and I had to take a look and see what that something is. Oh yeah. Yeah. Because I mean, here's my
your shawl collar.
My shawl collar.
I always like the shawl collars.
Well, I've always found the shawl collars I I've always felt like I've made them awkwardly, and maybe it's because I don't block my sweaters, and so they never quite loosen in the ribbing, so they're always hang out a little bit tight in the back. But we might see if that changes a little bit once I pick up for the if they have the ribbing for the button band. If they have me pick up all the way up here, that might make a difference too. I can't remember. I take a look at the pattern, but yeah. So this has been in the works for a while. I just pulled it out the other day because I was looking to see what sweaters I had that were about the right size, because I got in a sudden mood to want to knit one of my sweaters.
Well, that's good.
So I was like, okay, I want something simple. And this was the only one that was in the proper size that I wanted that was also simple.
Right.
Because I think initially I was going to see it about my one that's in Squash Blossom. And I have several patterns I want to print out to check out to see if I can do it.
Do you have a sweater in Squash Blossom right now that you're doing?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep, but I decided I didn't want to do the pieced one that I have going. So I've got also it's too small in the size that I have. Mm-hmm. So I've got several ones I need to print out to see if I want to do that and that, and then I can eventually do that. I just have to double check amount of yarn, etc., etc.
Right.
But yeah, I have the yarn already set aside. But yeah, that's it for that one.
Okay, let me just go a couple of stitches. It would look kind of funny, and I wanted to check that I wasn't doing something I shouldn't be. And let me just get a little further in so I'm not... It's not so bad with a hook as it is with knitting, but I don't like to have it too close to the edge. So I just make sure that...
Now, one of the questions we have to discuss is, because I think I gave you, and if I didn't, then the question is moot, is whether or not you'd actually wear the that wrap that Kay made. It's kind of shaped interestingly. The one that's similar to the one I wore for my first surgery. It kind of...
You're not talking about the burrow wrap.
Not the burrow, the other one. The one that I made in blue, white, and black.
Mm-hmm. I was going to make one.
Yes.
And I didn't like the stitches.
Right. Mm-hmm. Because I can't remember if I gave you mine or...
I don't think you did.
I don't think you... You're right. No, I gave you a different one that had similar colors, I think.
I don't remember getting one.
No, a different project that had similar colors.
Oh, I don't know.
Because I have one for you in the works, but I was like, if you have my old one, my other one, and you aren't wearing it, then I probably should tear it out. But if I don't think you actually have the other one.
Yeah, I have to go through my drawers because I have so much stuff that maybe I should get rid of some because it wasn't well made, early stuff or whatever, or I just...
Or it's not the style that you wear anymore.
Yeah.
Well, because that's what happened with my weigh-it shawls. I looked at them and I was like, I'm not going to wear these.
I'm keeping one. The one I really like the most is kind of the green kind of aqua one. I have other colors, but the only one I really ever wear is that one. And I used to wear it all the time to the fiber festivals. Let me go on to
for me, like, smaller shawls just aren't good for me anymore.
I don't use that as a shawl. I use it as a scarf. I otherwise I can't wear it.
Yeah.
And I won't take that apart. If I decide I don't want it, I'll give it to somebody. Let me see here. My next one.
I've become kind of vicious about reclaiming yarn.
I have been giving away yarn. I don't need to.
Well, a lot of times, if I'm like, okay, I liked it enough to put in a project, a lot of times, like, I'd rather. And also, a yarn that's already been used like that, and that's been in a project for years, is going to be very kinky.
Well, that's why I don't take it out. I mean, you can wash it. I can wash it again, and it won't be kinky anymore, and it'll be clean. So it's not like that's not a problem. Okay, in my 10-year podiversary bag is my scrappy blanket, corner to corner scrappy blanket. And I did some work on this. It doesn't seem like I make any progress because I'm still on the Miss Babs blue yarn. So, and I usually take this with me everywhere because it's not hard. I mean, I have to remember what I'm doing when I put it away. I have to look at my notes and see what I'm doing. But,
it occurred to me, I should have you try on that sweater that I made, that it had 3 autumnal colors held together, fingering weight, and I knit it, and I'd taken out the zipper because I put in the wrong kind of zipper. If I put in the right kind of zipper and it fits you well, I should just give it to you if you think you'd like it. It's I held an orange, yellow, and a red yarn together,
Okay.
And it created this autumnal effect.
I think I know what you're talking about, but I'm not
And
sure.
actually, it's rather a dense sweater because it has 3 fingering weights. So
That's
I didn't wear it a lot because I chose the wrong. It was for one thing, my first zipper one, so I didn't
I remember
add the
that.
zipper on correctly. I did 2 things wrong. I didn't grab a zipper that zipped all the way down, and I didn't realize until I was trying to put it in. And then 2, I didn't know how to put a zipper in right, and instead of it being laying flat the way all my other sweaters do, I had it really bumpy and stuff.
Oh.
So I took out that zipper within the past year or so, and if it fits you, which I think it would,
I'll try it on.
I can then add a zipper, the right zipper, and properly adding a zipper in, and then just give it to you because it's warm.
Yeah, I love sweaters, cardigans,
and
especially.
It's got like it's gonna be nice long sleeves because you got to remember I would have made it for my length, so you probably even have to
roll it up,
flip them up a little bit.
Okay, I finally got the needle out, so this is how far I am, and you can see that this thing hasn't really. It doesn't look like this has any time soon to the next color, but it will
eventually.
And I usually do this.
I do like those colors together, and I'm not a pink person, but I like that.
Yeah, this color I think I got from the local yarn store from Laura over at Knitter's Magic in Winchester, and so I had a little bit of the skein left. I'm not sure what I used it for, maybe a toy or something.
Now, just heads up, guys, if we get interrupted in the middle, I know it's getting close to noon, and that's when my alarm goes off for my medicine. So regardless of whether or not we plan it, it's going to be going off at noon, and we'll have to restart it because anytime an alarm goes off on my phone, it cuts it off for the recording.
And that's when I'll get my second cup of tea.
Yeah, so we will probably like cut out randomly in the middle of a sentence or something. That'll be why.
Yeah, or we can just choose that I'm done with my what time is it?
11:52.
Yeah, I mean,
because then we'd have to wait 6 minutes or whatever. We'd have to wait till noon till afternoon for me to turn it back on again, because I have to wait till the alarm rings.
Right. Well, I mean, you can go ahead and try to do one of your projects if you want
let's see. I actually might be. Oh, this one. So, and actually, looks like the mail's been delivered as well. So actually, no, this is a good place to stop because I can grab the mail, take my medicine. So we'll be back. I gotta grab the mail. I'm gonna take my medicine. You're gonna grab your second cup of tea.
Yep.
We'll see you in a bit.
God bless.
God bless. Bye. All right.
Okay, we're back. So to refresh your memory, in my Podiversary bag, and I think this is a smaller.
Well, they don't need to refresh the memory. They literally just.
Oh, okay. Well, that's true. All right. Well,
because for them, there's not a break.
Refreshing my memory then because it's bad. So my large bag and my scrappy blanket. I'm going to put this away. I thought I had something to hold the.
Mom just had to get another cup of tea. I had to get mail
and medicine.
So all the things are taken care of.
Okay, so I'm going to put this
Our
away.
stamp addiction was fed.
Yeah, we will show that in Stash Enhancements.
I didn't bring them over here.
I did.
You did?
Yep. I brought mine. I didn't have yours.
Oh, okay. I don't know what I did with mine.
Did you leave them on the table?
Maybe.
I'll go check.
I don't remember if they're on there.
She likes me to get up and down like a jack in the box.
Actually, I can pause. Okay, there we go. Sorry, I had to go get my stamps.
Because we must be equal.
Because they arrived at the same time. If she's showing her mail, I should show my mail.
I want to.
So.
Because I got gifts.
Because I do just randomly give gifts, especially if I find a good price. And if it, for some reason, it won't work for Christmas. Also, sometimes I just want to give a gift.
Sometimes I do too. Like you don't have your pots one, and you don't have your all those things I gave you that recently.
Yeah, because we didn't bring the ones, like if we were to bring all the stamps that we've gotten over a period of time, it would be here, quite a while. So, but these arrived right now. So, but let me show my last project. So in my this is my Talia Nerds Out bag, or not Talia Nerds Out. That's my BookTube channel. This is my Knit Nerd Talia bag. That's why I got confused, because it has Nerd and Talia on it. So I think I am well justified in making an error.
Yeah, my bag like that is in there. It's holding stuff, holding yarn and holding important stuff.
But Laura made this bag for me. This is my mint baby blanket. The pattern is my migraine baby blanket pattern. It's like I had a little bit of wonkiness with my, not a ton, I just, my, either there was a little bit of extra thickness in that part of the yarn, or my tension was a little bit off there. It's fine. Not a big deal.
It'll smooth out.
And it won't block out because this is acrylic.
No. But the baby, with the baby pulling it and getting warm.
And also, honestly, it's not. I think it's only noticeable to me because it's not really like if you look on the outside. Yeah, but if you look on the outside, you can't see it. It's when you look on the
right. Nobody's gonna really care.
Yeah, it's only when you look on the back, and also it's not obvious on the back. Because I can feel it. I know it, and I know it's there. But
I have to take my migraine blanket out. I haven't worked on that.
I have a couple of them going. I have one that's I think I have a blue one going.
Problem with knitted blankets, it takes so long.
Oh, they do take so long. But that's part of also if you want something that's especially if you're doing migraine. It's a simple pattern that you can just have going, that you can do something else while you're doing it because it requires so little of you. And you don't have to worry about, I have so much more till the end. You go forever and then you decide I'm done. But don't have a date planned for when you want it done, or at least not you almost have to start it at the beginning of someone's pregnancy. Because, or at least if you knit as slowly as we do now.
But if you don't use a heavy yarn.
Yes, because this is US 7 needle. And I'm using the what is it called? Pound of Love. Is Pound of Love?
Yep.
Yeah.
At least that is a yarn.
Well, hold on. This is the one that's always the baby yarn one that we use. I'm pretty sure it's Pound of Love.
That you use.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure it's Pound of Love.
There's two different ones. I think you're right. I think it's Pound of Love.
Now, I feel like they've gotten rid of a lot of their colors. I've had to hunt their colors before on eBay to get ones that are completely discontinued.
Red Heart did that a few years back. Remember when I made Grandma and Grandpa's blanket holding the 6 yarns together? And it was like Dusty Rose and Cream and Green. I had 6 strands of yarn, and I ran out of, I think, 2 of the colors, or one of the colors, Dusty Rose, was not available. And I had to go everywhere. I didn't think I was going to be able to find it. And I did manage to find it. I forget how I got it, but somebody helped me out with that.
And then you were into something like you did with Knit Picks, where you were making that baby blanket, that one that was a Stacy's Chalk, the cardinal, and it was the same. You picked them up at the same time, same color, everything, and it was off.
It was an acrylic too.
Yeah. It was like it was dipped in dye bashed or something.
Thankfully, it looked like it was planned. It looked like the center of it, because it was a square blanket. Yeah. So it looked like this, almost like a bullseye in the middle. It was a cardinal blanket, and I was kind of mortified because I'd never heard of acrylics being that far off, and I got it at the same time. So, and I was relatively new at that time, so I didn't know.
But so. This is probably my favorite baby blanket, if I do say so myself. I designed it while actively having a migraine. And that was when my migraines were really bad. That was before I was treated. So, actually, I'm really shocked that I did manage to design this.
I need to find where mine is. And then I need to put a marker, if I haven't already, where the front is. So I know as I just garter stitch on the edges and where the...
Oh, yeah. And it's like all you need is your stitch markers.
Yeah.
And honestly...
I know Rena swears by that.
It's probably my favorite baby blanket pattern. I know it's my favorite baby blanket pattern I've done, because I don't have to worry about counting rows. I can just go, which is what my intention was when I designed it. And I changed nothing after I designed it, and it stayed the exact same way I wrote it with the migraine.
I would like to be able to get really well versed in this one, so I have this one and my Cerebel one. That way I could just go back and
because what's good about this one is if you don't necessarily have to worry about having to work your way in, or if it's a little bit darker, then because crochet, unfortunately, you do need more light.
Yeah.
Whereas if you have a nice colored yarn for this, and you don't usually have dark yarns for baby yarn, baby things, and also it's on the needle, so you can work with a little bit less light.
And my thought is that if I have one knitted and one crocheted, then I can
Especially when the knit's as simple as this one.
What I'll have to do is put the thing for the front and where the
and
garter
honestly,
is.
after a while, you don't even need to know where the front. All you need is your, I mean, I don't even know why I have this here.
See, I would need that just for my own peace of mind.
Honestly, I think I just have it here because it's dysautonomia colored and it's a spoon. So if I ever needed to use it for a different project, it's there hanging out. I could steal it. But yeah, that's it for this one. This is I think I even started it when I was on retreat or something. I can't remember why. Like I have another one going.
Online retreat.
Yeah. I have another one going in different color. It's probably farther along.
Now this is probably my favorite blanket, and gee, I think they could probably tell me what it is. It's in my Mama C bag that you saw earlier. Yes, 2 of the bags I have out here are Mama C bags because yes, I loved her bags. So that's there. Even this one, is this before she put her? No, she does have her tag in here. I have, I think I have 1 or 2 before she put the tags in. But
I remember what my other one is I'm working. I have an inverse version of this that I'm designing.
It means all garter with...
It's garter with a different edging. And I'm not sure if I liked it as much, and I was thinking about tearing it out.
Well, let me see it before you do, because I might like that.
Okay.
Because
I think my problem was it was curling at the edge.
That's the problem.
And it's acrylic.
Maybe doing something like...
Because I had something that it itself shouldn't have curled, but the problem is the edge, the way it was, it caused it to flip.
I'm wondering if you did like, say, 2 rows or 3 rows of garter, and then 4 rows of stockinette, and then another...
I think I had something like... I'll try to show it to you. Because part of the problem, it was the seam that was just created by the garter itself. Because the garter... It's the way the garter fabric is. The garter fabric is going to be a little bit more raised than almost anything else you have. So it was pulling...
Right.
And I can't remember what I had on the edges.
You have to have some kind of garter or it's going to continue to curl.
Yeah, exactly.
But anyway, so this is my Surabelle. It's my lime green baby blanket. No, I've done projects where I've done 2 of these in 2 days. It's just I have no excuse. I don't. I just haven't really felt like doing any crafting. I'm just starting to feel like my crafting is picking up again, feeling a little more creative. But it's
probably the cooler weather.
Well, it's been a very I've been tired a lot this year, which is really
I think
strange.
that this year the for one thing, it feels like it's been so much rainier, and for the other thing, I think that this year you really felt the kicking in of your both your fibro and your psoriatic arthritis. It's just been like saying, "Hi, I'm here. You can't ignore me."
Rude.
Did you get diagnosed last year or was it this year? I can't remember.
I don't remember.
It was fairly recently.
A couple of years ago.
Yeah.
For the fibro.
Yeah.
It's in my chart.
Yeah.
Which reminds me I have to check in for routine doctor appointment. Yeah, this is the yarn is Stylecraft, I think. And I have a bunch of it on my shelf.
You have multiple colors.
I want to do, when I finish this, I want to take a bunch of those yarns and just do the magic ball thing and just go. I mean, it might not be corner to corner. It might just be...
Well, I'm doing that with the baby blanket right now in this.
Okay.
And I think I decided to just go with a migraine and just let the colors change.
And that's what I think I might do.
And I have it like, I think I have red at the... I can't remember if I'm starting with red or if I've red at the center. And then I have like pinks and everything, and I've got made up my mind if I really wanted to, I could add a white in there if I felt like I wanted to go a little longer.
Now, I probably wouldn't be able to do one of these because I noticed that when you do this bigger, it's hard to keep it from getting kind of wonky. You can do a baby blanket, or maybe you can stretch it out to a lap gown. But when I tried to do a really big blanket, that's why I tore the one out I originally did for Tony and Kim.
Because
and
it
did a
just
different
wasn't
one because it
working.
wasn't working out right.
The weight was probably pulling at the pattern.
Yeah. So I would probably either do a double crochet or a half double crochet or something like that, and just let the colors play.
Yeah, and that's basically the idea I had with the migraines. Let the colors, do their thing.
But this, I was checking to see if this is Stylecraft. It is Stylecraft, I think. I really like this. I got this from Lovecrafts. It's Stylecraft Special, and I think I have 1, 2, 3, 4, this 5 colors. And I bought enough baby blankets worth, and I think I got probably more than I needed for blankets for babies. But
well, that's where you could then take whatever left over, and that's when you start making the magic ball from the leftovers.
And I'm not averse to making a toy out of this yarn if I have to.
No,
it's kind of like, it's a DK, I think. Is it DK? I don't think it's worsted. I can't.
Well, this one's a worsted.
Yeah, but I don't know about this one.
Well, I'm saying you can compare it. Look at it. I think that is a DK. It feels lighter than this one.
I should be able to see it. I can't.
Let me see. Spring green. Acrylic. Knits to all DK patterns.
So DK. Yeah. I prefer DK. It's my favorite base. DK yarn.
I just like the fact that this, for the most part, you can use a skein. Sometimes you need a little bit more if you want to make a bigger baby blanket. But you can take Pound of Love and be like, I'm making something for baby out of this. And you're usually pretty set to go.
Right.
Which is kind of nice because then if you really... Now, that being said, you have this huge skein of yarn then, which can be a little unwieldy until you get... it's one of those ones that's going to like to fall apart.
Well, it's kind of like my big ball that you can hardly hold on to.
Right. Now, it's better than the Knit Picks acrylic when you...
Yeah.
That would just fall apart, fall out of its little skein thingy.
Bravo.
Bravo.
It's a nice yarn, but it's very easy to fall apart unless you...
You see, that after a while, that one just hurt my hands.
Yeah. I haven't used that in a long time.
I got rid of all mine. It just bothered my hands.
I have some there, but I'm more likely to go and get Stylecraft or something. I think it's a little more expensive than the Knit Pick Brava, but
I don't think I have much in the way of acrylic outside my Pound of Love. I think the only one I have is some Lion Brand.
Well, I have this, and I have that one that you gave me that was bulky. But I don't have a whole... I still have some of my Brava. I think I could put... If it wasn't that I had to divide it into weights, I think I could do it all in two shelves of my acrylic yarn. I don't use a whole lot of acrylic, and
except for your baby blankets.
Yeah, and I'm kind of picky about what acrylic I use. I do like the Stylecraft. I do like some of the Lion Brand, the one that has all the pretty colors, Heathers or whatever they're called.
It's the Heathers. It's a whatever Heather, but that's are the colorways. But you have. There's 2 ones that they have that are similar.
Yeah.
Because I'm using both of them in your platypus.
Okay.
One of them is a little bit more fuzzy.
Yeah, I prefer not to have too much fuzz in my yarn.
And the one that is the other one that the one that Aunt Jane got me is the one that isn't fuzzy.
That's Heartland, isn't it Heartland Heritage or something?
That's the one that's fuzzier.
Okay.
The non-fuzzy one is like anti-pill something or other.
Isn't one called Simple something?
That's
Red Heart, I think.
I think that's Red Heart, yeah.
Okay.
But okay, so that leads us on to we're done with projects, right?
Yep.
So that leads us on to the FO. I finally finished my Bomber's Hooded Cow, which is from the Thorns Hooded Cow pattern, because Bomber in The Hobbit had a yellow hood.
I need to finish Arwen's.
Not my favorite of the dwarfs, but he did have good choice in hood color. And this is, of course, Squash Blossom.
Very nice.
And the idea, of course, is to be able to pull it over my eyes if I need to. Go with my shawl. The other day, I took one of these. Not this one, obviously, because it wasn't done. But I took one of these and I pinned it to provide more warmth.
It's like a scarf and a hat.
Yeah.
I like those kind of things, like a cowl and a hat.
Yeah, and I had a point where I'm not sure if it got caught on something, but it had a hole, and I had to mend it.
You can really tell.
But I think that when I'm wearing it, you won't be able to.
That's what you can hardly tell.
Yeah. So, and it was a decent sized hole.
Oh.
And I sit here like, well, I can't. I was trying to see if I could just, cast on something in between. I ended up just, having mended sewing it wise. I couldn't do anything really fancy.
Mm-hmm.
But, it is pretty well hidden. I think part of what helps is all the switching between the garter and the stockinette.
This is like a design element.
Exactly. So, yeah, I'm happy to have this done. I have to watch to make sure my braces don't catch on it, because that is one of the big things that I find now is anything that has any... My knitting likes to catch on my braces. But yes, I'm glad to have this done after all this time. This is probably the first time in many years I haven't had one of these Thorns Hooded Cows going.
I have to find mine. I need to finish mine. It's not that far away from being done.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And I now have my greeny blue one. I have my red one. I have my yellow one. And then I have the one that I really only wear in the house, which is white with orange splotches and stuff on it.
Yeah.
It was the first one I made. So.
Okay, so what are we up to now?
Now, that leads us on to journaling.
All right, let me just...
I'll do book journal first because I have two different journals. So I'll do book journal, then you do your journal, then I'll do my journal because I have two different journals. So it's almost like when we have two projects kind of thing. So book journal, I can't remember what the exact last thing I showed you was, but
I wish I had my card to show, but I don't. I have.
Because I think I showed already the Three Musketeers. I finally finished this one for Poisoner's Handbook. Not as, not necessarily the way I wanted it to, it's not as nice as some of my other ones. This one's very simple for Charlie Chan. I do feel like I showed that one. This one's a long time ago. This one is new. This is my one for the Charles Dickens biography. I really wanted to make sure I had the Fezziwigs.
Oh, yeah.
And this is, it does have, I'm going to turn around in a second, Tale of Two Cities. A lot of it's from Scrooge because that's what I happen to have. And then I took the picture of Charles Dickens. So yeah, I think everything, I have one little thing for Oliver Twist, one little thing for Tale of Two Cities, and everything else is Christmas Carol. And I actually didn't plan well and didn't leave room for the library card. So I wrote a very small library card, did a little pinhole punch for the hole. So it's like if they had a bitty library card. So I still had my information. And I had actually listened to this book because it was a library book. Now, all that's left for me to show is the setup for, I'm almost finished with this journal. I have set up for my curse, I accidentally put the Curse of the Pharaohs here. That means I have to start a new one for the other one. I accidentally put book 2 here instead of book 1. So, here's book 2 of the Amelia Peabody. I actually need to do the one for Crocodile and the Sandbank. I need to find that library card, catalog. So, yeah, this was meant to be for the other one. So, book 2 will be before book 1 in the journal. I'm glad I looked before I started putting putting my library pocket in all my pictures.
I'm not really sure where it stopped with all this stuff because I don't know if I actually did this after the podcast going backwards.
Right.
Or, I think I showed Ziggy.
I feel like you did. And then I have this beginnings of my Anne of Green Gables one. I've decided that if nothing else, I can lay the foundation base of putting in my washi tape, my library card, like my catalog card and my library card pocket, and move on. I can always go back later and add other details. Now that I know I only put in one of my Elizabeth Peters book, I need to find the other library catalog card and put that one in, which means I get to put in my stuff with my pharaohs again. I need to figure out how to do it differently.
I showed this.
I think I might put this one down here. I might not do this really brightly colored one this time around. So, yes. That's it for the book journal right now. It's going to be a lot of laying the bases. I feel like I went back and did ones as well, but I didn't honestly work on my book journal a lot this time around. I'm hoping that if I do things like laying the basis of it, I can at the very least get library cards moving into the journal and just fix up the details later.
I'm trying to find the one that you call the creepy one.
That would be a very recent one.
November, right?
I'm pretty sure it is.
Because what happens with me is go back and fill in the pages.
There it is.
Yeah.
Well, you might need to do Mom work. I've marked them if I still have to do them.
It came off.
Oh no.
I
I don't have glue with me, Mom.
I can't show it if it's off.
Do you need to get up and get glue? Let me pause.
Okay, I'm going to go backwards because I'm not sure what I showed.
And I told Mom in the future maybe take little tabs and mark down what the ones she finished and then take off the tabs when she podcasts. Kind of the opposite of what I do.
So this one is just kind of a little in between the months. You can see the little animals. Very simple. And then this one here, I'm figuring out how to use the people. So this is the time change. This one with a little person on it. Okay, the October 31st, I try to use things like the owl and the ghosts and all that kind of stuff. And if you look on top of the kettle, next to the little ghosts that are drawn in, you'll see a silhouette right up here. That was the person over here. It was the backing. And I wanted to make it a ghost. So I put a little bit of gold around it. And then this is the one that kind of fell apart. The little, Ty calls that the creepy cow.
No, I call it the mad cow.
Mad cow. So that's my brigadoon. Can you see that? Yeah. The fence was made of some interesting wrapping, protective wrapping, not bubble wrap, but
when you pull it out of the package, it's like this corrugated, not corrugated.
It's not really corrugated, but it's
shredded almost.
Yeah.
Partially shredded
cardboard.
Cardboard.
And so I made the fence with that. And let me see here. I go back a few days because I haven't done these pages yet. Let me see. They only have like my to-do lists in them.
And you're not even checking off your to-dos. What's the point of having to do if you don't?
Well, I know what I'm doing. I just haven't checked them off. So I do check them off. Mm-hmm. So this one I did.
I guess because I lean very heavily on to-dos.
Well, my to-do list, what I need to do is put things down that are things I have to do that aren't necessarily that I do anyway.
Right. For me, it is literally things I need to remind myself to do. Now, a couple things maybe, yeah, it's like makes me feel better to check it off. But
my forest animals, I just decided to use. I had a packet of stickers.
Whoopsie.
And I just decided to use them all. Like, not all of them, obviously, but a good deal of them. And I found out that these, some of them stick up. Mm-hmm. So it's interesting. And this, behind the owl and the leaves, is also another silhouette of the swan this time. That made this gray pond was the silhouette of the swan where it was stuck on. Because I have fun working with those. I think a doctor would have a field day with me with Rorschach tests and stuff. And here's the ballerina and just kind of playing around with the swan.
One that you're saving.
Yeah, this was from something or other, I think from flowers, but you know, this one I kind of colored in a little bit, the divider. Whoops. For October, I think that is. I don't think I want to go too much further. I think, did I show this one?
I have no clue, Mom.
Well, I'll show you these. I don't know if I showed you these 2 pages or not, but so there may be some that
I feel like you showed this one.
Did I show my washi tape? Okay.
I'm pretty sure you showed that one.
My homemade washi tape. So I'm that's good enough.
Now, for mine, I am just going to cover for October because I'm pretty sure I showed most of September. And what I didn't show, well, that's just not going to be shown.
Yeah, well, that's why all I showed was October.
Yeah.
Basically, a little bit at the end of September.
So, let's see. I feel like I showed this one with I mentioned all the roses, I feel like. Mm-hmm. I was really happy I actually got the skin tone with watercolor.
Yeah.
And that was wet watercolor pencils too. Then this one was just normal colored pencils. And this one was pastel pencils.
Which one was pastel pencils?
This one.
Oh, that's cute.
And this mug didn't originally say I love tea. I took an I love tea stamp and put it on there. Mm-hmm. And I actually, if I'm going to use, I think I'm moving
remember that
away
one.
from the soft pastel because it comes off on my hands. It's going to come off on the paper across. It says the harder the pastel is, the less likely it is to like rub off on everything, and less likely you're going to need like a special paper to hang on.
What do you mean soft pastel?
Okay, so if you look at my pastel pencil, it's going to be a harder. It's going to actually be harder to like. Okay, if you take a soft pastel, it feels soft in your hands. It feels more like chalk. Like
Okay, that I don't like those.
But then you have, this is similar to the chalk one insofar as like it's still not an oil pastel, but the pencil one is a bit of a harder. It's harder. It's, you know, less soft. It just doesn't.
Well, you know, I don't like anything that feels like chalk. It makes my, it's like putting chalkboard on.
It's closer to colored pencils, but it's not like the oil ones. It's more like the chalk ones in the way that it works, but doesn't just come off on everything.
I like the oil ones.
I think these blend better than the oil ones. And this is, although this one's watercolor here. Oh, this one is also watercolor. My Batman page, randomly Batman. I still took watercolor this one because I want to watercolor this because this is Beatrix Potter and she worked primarily watercolor.
Very nice.
I just haven't sat down and done it. That's just stickers. I need to figure out what I'm going to be doing for this one. I haven't decided what color. I know I'm going to color it in. I just haven't decided. This was the actual podcast day, I think. Yeah, it was. This one is oil pastels.
Oh, okay.
So I didn't particularly like the way the color of the donut turned out. It's okay. I don't have a lot of oil pastel colors to work with.
Yeah, the color, you have to have the colors to work with. You almost want to put a frosting on it if you don't have a donut color. Or make it chocolate.
And I was working, I only have like 6 colors. I don't have a ton of oil pastel colors. It was basically what I had, I think, for an art class. All stickers on this side, but this one here is watercolor pencil here. My House Mouse collection. Then this
I love this little
I don't know
guy.
what these robot collections are called, but this is also watercolor pencil. I have to have more time when I do watercolor pencil because if you rush watercolor pencil, it doesn't turn out very well. This one is just plain colored pencils. I'm more my House Mouse. Just stickers, and then opposite of that is colored pencils and a little bit of my calligraphy, which I use not my nice calligraphy pens, just the ones that if you can buy calligraphy pens that are already like pre-inked, you know, just like normal pens, but they have the different nibs already like that. It's just simpler when instead of having to worry about the ink going all over the place. I have to color this one in. This is part of a stamp. This actually has 2 of them normally. I'll do a different page where I don't think I'm gonna want to put something else here.
Of course.
Just
There are any spaces.
Just some leaves. Oh, and Feast of Annunciation, or not Feast of Annunciation, just his Annunciation. I had it there for Blessed Timothy G. Ricardo's feast day coming up on that day.
Yeah, I had this. I used this. I don't know what day I used this for. Divine Master Sunday.
I randomly had everything to do with reading and people reading together, and that's what this was. It's a mixture of stickers and stamps. Then I wanted to enjoy my new kittens. This page, this one's pastel colored pencils. This one is normal colored pencils. Whoopsie. Come here again. Kittens. Come here, kittens. I won't bite. There. So, pastel, normal colored pencil. Slightly different shading. This one is, can't remember what I feel like this was pastel. Again, same collection. This is for, just something autumnal. This is the full stamp bomb.
Okay.
them riding the leaves. Look at the look of joy.
It reminds me of when we were kids, like second grade or whatever in Ohio. We had a little hill at the school. And so it used to get windy. So we'd take our umbrellas and we'd run and we'd jump off the hill with the umbrella open. And you'd float a little bit, because we weren't very heavy.
Right, because you're kids.
You wouldn't float very far, but, we're flying.
A little bit more calligraphy. And I want to fill in with a stamp or something here. Oh, yeah, this is my grandma's birthday. So I took a bunch of birthday themed stamps, including my house mouse eating his birthday donut. Oh, some of my autumnal ones. And these were the ones for Halloween, which is why I have my 2 reading ghost stamps. I mean, not stamps, stickers.
Cute.
Oh, and my Grim Reaper riding a cat. That one's just stamps. The only thing exciting about this one that's different is my dancing skeleton. Oh, this is part. Mom got me. This actually it's a stamp with 5 bunnies on it, but I only put 2 of them here. I only inked part of the stamp. Didn't they look cute?
Yeah.
That's just normal colored pencils.
Oh, cute.
And this one, I think I just have 2 more pages. So
When I first saw it, I thought it was bunny butts.
I love.
That's cute.
So I had to finish coloring the box. Look at my kitten. It's from that other collection. This one, more autumn. Then I have, and I forgot to show the other bird up here. And here's his buddy here. I need to, I had recorded a booktube here. Because I have a bunch of book-related ones, and that says literary podcast. So I have a bunch of reading. I randomly found my other sheep that's knitting instead of the one that, because I have the one that says Knit Happens, and then there's just this one who's studiously knitting. And it's like, I haven't used him yet. And these are squirrel and bunny related ones. This is the squirrel page, except for the 2 mice eating cookies and tea. And then this one is completely bunnies autumnally, and then Peter Rabbit's stuck in there.
Very cool.
This page that I started coloring in is pastel pencils.
He's a blue jacket.
Yes, and it takes a little bit to get the exact color you want when you're working with pastel pencils. And I think I have like 12 colors or something like that. That's the thing I ran into with the apples too. Not completely happy with my apple colors, but
Well, they work. An orange.
well, no, like I was going for that, and I tried brightening it a little bit, but it didn't work. You know where you have some apples that have like that red and green together?
Yeah.
And they do kind of almost have that orange skin. But I didn't quite do what I wanted it to do. But
That would be half as exciting.
yes. So that's this so far. All my tabs mark the ones I still have to color in or pages I have to fill.
Yeah, if I do pages I have to fill, I think what I'll do for pages I have to fill is just put like a double tab, and then at the end of the pages I have to fill, put another double tab, because I have at the beginning I have a whole bunch of pages that
Right.
are empty.
Well, like I'm not worried about before I started. Like I'm only going for it because there's points when I just started. I was just doing stickers because that's all I had, and then eventually I got more and more into stamps.
Because I have March. I have a few pages in March.
I started in May, it looks like.
A few March,
And that was when I was still writing my lists.
I must have started when I got my calendar, because I've got January.
Well, I have random things in here where every once in a while I do something just as a journal. But I didn't become regular until in May, early May, when I started writing a to-do list. And then I started just putting random stickers there. And then I started getting more and more. I started printing the list and pasting it, and I started doing stamps. And so now it's a whole thing that I do every day, because I'm going to do the checklist every day anyway. And then every time like I finish a book and add a new one, because I don't print all the pages for the month at a time, I then will print a new one with the new book. So like I added on Ivanhoe, so the next time I put in pages, Ivanhoe will be added in as a printed out, because. And I also admitted, okay, if I'm reading Ivanhoe, I'm not going to be finishing Les Mis this month.
Right.
So Les Mis won't be on the list, because that's like absurd to think I'm going to be doing both of them.
Right.
And so, yeah. Just enjoying getting the cooler weather stamps in, which is nice.
I'm just enjoying the cool weather period.
Yes. Well, I'm enjoying like the autumnal. I'm looking forward to my Christmas stamps. Speaking of stamps.
Well, we have stash enhancements.
Yes, and that is what's next, unless you have yarn to show.
No, but I do have my pattern.
Okay.
That's
a stash enhancement.
Yeah, but it's not stamps.
Yeah.
I still go to Craftsy once in a while. I'm not a member anymore, but I have classes that I bought, so they're there. But I still get things from them. I'm on their email list, and they had this free pattern.
I think it's adorable. But I mean, all y'all know I love this sort of thing.
I want to do this.
It looks like something that would be in one of my books that I have.
Yes, they had another one because I wanted to go back and get, but every time you do it, you have to put your name in to be. I'm already getting emails as it is, but I had to put my name to get this. So,
well, if you won't have another one, you won't put my name in.
Yeah, it had plant.
Okay.
It had a plant. So if you get,
and for whatever reason, I just really love this sort of thing.
It's cute. This one's really cute. So I have to see.
He is really cute.
If I have the time and the wherewithal to do this, I'd like to do them for
That
Thanksgiving.
looks like it'd be a really simple pattern. I wouldn't push yourself to do it for Thanksgiving. I think it would ruin the joy of it. I think just make the idea of having a small collection just kind of add up. I think it'd be fun to sort of like hang them.
Poor little guy.
Although you still have the marshmallow.
Yeah, I don't know if that's actually like attached. I think it's just put in there. It's a smaller. It's a smaller marshmallow. There's
because
two
some of the mug
sizes.
ones you can almost just hang the mugs, like make a little, like you see the people who store the egg ones.
Yeah, yeah. But the marshmallows are different sizes, and she has a kit that you can work off of. But if you don't want to, like a yarn kit, but if you
which is probably why they give the 3 pattern out.
Well, it's not. I don't know if it's hers. There's a note here saying that you can use this kit that you can get from Amazon.
Oh, it's from Amazon. Okay, so it's not.
But it says if you do not want to buy a kit, this is what you need. So I'm not going to buy a kit.
No,
I
you have scraps around.
And I also never, they never give me enough yarn.
Well, I know I have bins that they're technically set aside for my plants, like my green yarns and my colored yarns. But I know that if I want to, I can always dip into it for my other stuff. Although I have another thing with my scraps of other kinds of yarn, and that's my donuts area.
And I was thinking about making, if I can't find brown, making a milky tea. But then you have to be careful. It's got to be hot chocolate.
Well, ask me, Mom. I have all these scraps that I keep that are in those weights because I've made so many. I made mine square blankets, and people were giving me scraps, and I was buying, mini skeins, and then I always have leftovers from sweaters and stuff.
This is a dark chocolate, but I have over there kind of a brown under the. I can make that as a lighter.
Well, some dark chocolates, some chocolate
is lighter.
Yeah, some hot chocolate is lighter. Actually, Davina's usually is.
Well, hers is a milk chocolate.
Right. So
that's this. And then my husband went and got me this, and it's not. These are not stickers; they're rub-ons. So that's kind
interesting.
Of fun. And you can put it on paper, or you can put it on acrylic. You can put it on metal. If you want to wash it. You have to do it by hand.
If you want to wash it.
So that's that. Now I have stamps.
What about the other thing you have there?
That's my washi tape.
Oh, okay. At first I thought it was like candy, so I wanted to make sure that. Okay, so maybe the other stuff, and then the ones that we got together.
Okay. I've had this for a while, but not to show you. I got this washi tape set from Amazon.
Can it open?
Yeah.
Yes, it can.
So I don't know if you can see. It's different sizes.
And I'm coming to appreciate that kind of thing for books like the Anne of Green Gables. And I think I have something similar to this one coming in.
2, 4, 6, 7, 2, 4, 6. So there's 13 in here. Some of them are bigger, like this one. I think I have 4 bigger ones. I don't know, maybe more. And I was going to get this other one. I thought, well, as cute as it is, I'm not really going to use it. I tend to use the washi tape for like more background. This is a mushroom. I like the whimsical, but not necessarily with a lot of characters. Like the one I was going to get, and I still have it in my buy later section has dragon in it. A little cute little dragon in it. But I like the ones that have like the flowers, and I'm still figuring out how to use the washi tape. I don't know if you can see that. So I have 13 in here. It has this nice little box, so I know where it's at, which I think is really fantastic. And,
Yes.
and it slides, so
Which is nice.
like that.
Like, it looks like a candy box.
It does. It says washi tape on it, and it shows you where there's the mushroom right on the front there. So it's Mushroom Dreams. 13 rolls, 3 meter roll, and then the tape widths, imported washi paper. So it's kind of cute. I like it. And then the other one I didn't get with Taya. Well, there's 2 of them here.
Isn't he cute?
I used this already for a thank you note. It's really hard. I think I'm going to have to break down and get a big stamp, because some of the stamps that I've gotten recently have been bigger, like card size stamps. And it's really hard to get an equal distribution of ink when you don't have the right size stamp. And I'm not talking about just like, half this size and you just, I'm talking about this size with a little stamp. It's just really hard. So, but this is really cute. I put a little, what did I put on here? I put something on here.
Didn't you put Piglet or Pooh or?
I wanted to put Piglet or Pooh. I'm not sure who I ended up putting down here, and I gave it away, so I don't remember. It might have been Pooh, but kind of I colored it in with kind of this marker that doesn't feel like a marker. It doesn't have that scratchy feel to it. It has a little bit of a smoother coverage. So I used that, and it turned out nice. I was happy with it. So that was that, and then this is the one, that last one that Ty and I didn't get today. So, and a few people will get this on their Christmas cards. This baby Jesus. Then you've got the words, unto us a child is born, sending love this Christmas. So, Christmas. Okay, so that's all I got that was independent of you, besides like tea and stuff, but I'm not going to show that.
So, I had forgotten that these came in like sets that I had to pick up. If I wanted one, I had to have the other. They came together. They were really well priced. Like, so if you're like, oh, I want one of these, and be like, okay, we have this other small one. So I ended up getting far more than I realized. Well, first of all, this one came by itself Amazon. These are my fall squirrels. Let's see, let me face them in the right direction. Let me see. I want to take the metal out in front of it, because they do these, like, I guess these are supposed to work for that circuit stuff.
Yeah, I'm just going to use it for tracing or making shapes. Or
because what it looks like, I saw what somebody does with them. It makes it like you have these, the paper can basically go above it. So, like, you could do the different color paper. No. So, like, you cut, I guess it cuts the paper to the shape or whatever, and then you are able to, like, put it on the paper, and instead of being, like, stamped on the paper, it's like you have the colored paper on there.
Okay.
It made sense when I saw it. I'm not explaining it well. Okay. But this is what I actually want, was the actual squirrels. Yeah, there we go. Surprise. I'm here for the nuts. I'm nuts about it. Feeling a little nutty today. But they're like autumnally.
Cool.
With all the leaves and the...
I'm trying to see if I have any autumnal nuts to start with here.
Oh, while you're looking, I'm going to show my washi tape. Oh, I didn't realize I had... This, I think, was another thing where if I wanted it, I had to, grab the full.
Right.
So I think what I wanted... Actually, I even don't remember picking up this particular washi tape. It must have been in a set somehow. Because I had other washi tape I know I picked up. But I think, look at him. Look at the squirrel.
That's a nice size washi tape.
Yeah, it is.
It's even bigger, because my biggest one's only about 3/4 of this.
Yeah. And then this one with the bird. I don't remember these.
You don't remember?
This one is interesting.
What is it?
It's like this weird, like, bunny type thing. I don't really know what it is. It's weird looking. He must have been one that was required to be with them, because I don't think I would have picked him up on my own. And then there is this one, which is a kitty cat.
Kind of a hamster.
He's kind of creepy.
Bunny kind of thing.
He's kind of creepy, not gonna lie. So then we go on to the other stamp. What I'm gonna actually do is go stop start. 1 second. There we go. We're getting close. I didn't want to feel constrained.
Multiple places on this one.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna start with my.
Sorry, hang on. Let me put my creepy in here.
Okay.
Because I don't want to make rustling noises while you are trying to talk. There we go.
The first one I'm gonna do is it goes through all year, but fall and winter. As my Ty got these for me. I didn't know she was getting them.
Well, and like I said, this was something. A lot of these, if you wanted one, you had to buy the other.
Yeah, because I told her she should give it to her for Christmas. Anyway, this is a teapot, a teacup, tea roses, cupcake.
And let me find my correspondent.
And I don't know what that is. This thing up here is.
That's a tea bag.
Oh, tea bag. Okay, and then butterfly. And it says happy something. I can't read everything without my glasses, but can you? I don't know if you can see.
You. Hey, Mom, we can use mine because it's different colors. So, I'm not sure if that helps at all.
I don't know if you can see the.
Well, I think the details are so fine on that one.
Yeah, just a general idea. I think actually the white, because it's black outline, might be better.
Well, let me make sure you have it in the right direction first of all. There we go.
I can't see behind me.
I think that they can see.
Okay, so that's that.
And then here's mine.
What is it?
This is my tea one.
Oh,
that
right.
matches.
I like mine better. Because she got it specifically for me because it didn't have any coffee.
Yes.
Now this one you won't have any trouble seeing.
Yes.
They're colored. They won't come out this color. Obviously.
No, I like it though when they color the picture.
Because you can see what you're doing. And this little French owl just cracks me up.
Yes, and I can't remember who. Like some of them now, probably a couple of the owls were together.
The one in the center. She's the center of all things. Cracks me up.
So then I think that I want to show. This is one we're going to actually split up. I'll have to reorganize it on here so we can split them up. But
lots of woodland creatures.
Lots of woodland creatures. I'm going to keep the squirrel and the bunnies. And
essentially I'm getting the owl.
You're getting the owl and some of the like you're getting the churchyard. And we'll probably split up like some of this other stuff.
Well, I'll leave that up to you.
But the most important thing was like I knew the owl had to be Mom's, but I really was not willing to give up the bunny and the squirrel. So I was like, okay, this is one of the few times we're going to be splitting one.
And that happens sometimes.
We've never done that before.
No, usually it happens if you have like packages.
Yeah.
The next one, now most of mine now are winter.
Yes, which is why you got them early.
Do you have more autumn?
Let's see. I have some that aren't particular. Oh, hang on. This one's autumn. Let me kind of split them into. This one's just. Oh, that one's a gift. I'll show the gift ones after. This one's not. This one's Christmas. This one's Christmas. This one isn't really seasonal. This one's Christmas. Do you have any autumn?
Okay, this one's winter. This one is Christmas. Christmas. This is celebration. I don't know what it is.
Hang on, you have the wrong direction. That looks like his birthday.
Okay.
And that's just celebrate.
Okay, so I'll put this here.
So I have, this one's just cute. This is, I think your napkin's becoming the, and what did we say he was? He's like a
hamster?
Hamster or something. And he's really cute. I forget who he came with. Yes, and
mine, these are my hedgehogs. They have little hats, including a little top hat.
Which is so cute.
Which is adorable. I don't know if you can see this or not, because I can't see you guys from
okay,
my hat.
I'm going to hold, because also, there we go. This one is absolutely, oh, that's so cute. Precious. And they have leaves in there, so I'm calling it autumn.
Well, spring has leaves too.
But it looks, look at those leaves. Those make their fall.
That's a carrot.
That's a leaf. That's a leaf. That's a carrot. That's a carrot. That's
Okay,
a turnip. That's a carrot. Or maybe it's a radish, not turnip.
No, yeah.
But anyway, they're super duper cute. I don't know how well they're showing up.
Okay, now this one I have to be careful because I've got the metal things.
Do you need to remove the metal things?
No.
Oh, well, actually, you can still see.
I can do it this way.
They actually separate them, which I appreciate.
Like this. Most of them do.
Well, no, a lot of times, my way I separate is that you don't have to take them.
My owls. I love the shapes because I can do a lot with the shapes.
Yeah, and I'll probably let you look at the shapes I have here because I don't use them. I have a bunch. And at some point I'll probably give you all of them because you actually use those kind of things.
Well, I have to see where I can put them first.
Yeah. But then I have some of the Christmas ones. So this one I think came with one of the other sets because I wouldn't have picked it up on my own, I don't think.
That's cute.
So it's a cat and a bunny, it looks like. And actually, I'm going to hand him to you because he's a little simple for my tastes.
You sure?
Yes, because I didn't pick him up because I wanted him.
Aw, poor little guy.
That's why I think you'll like him.
Unwanted.
The style's not, or sometimes you like that simple style.
I can hear Vicky laughing.
Yeah, because that's sometimes you like that kind of style where it's not really quite my style. And like I said, I didn't pick him up because I planned on picking him up. I can't remember which one he came with.
He's cute.
And there's two of them.
Cute. This
one, I feel like must have come with something, but I'll do that. You do one of yours first.
Okay, here's my little owl winter. It's Christmas.
It's Christmas.
But
we've talked about the fact that if we color the hats differently,
yeah,
we can make it.
So, can you see that owl?
But we're kind of like Christmas season, Advent season. We're gonna be very broad in our definition, so we can use all our stamps.
Next, your turn.
Yeah, I just want to take a drink. There we go. Then this one, I think he must have come with something because I do absolutely love him, but I don't remember choosing him.
Listen. Oh, no, I don't think you would have chosen him.
But I love him. I love them. Excuse me, them. But no, I think they came with something.
Mm-hmm. Now these are really cute. They're cardinals.
And again, I think they came with something.
Yeah, I don't.
Because there were some that were sets of 2, and there were some that were sets of 3.
So this one, cardinals on a package of some kind.
It's kind of the same style as this one. So I'm wondering if it came with this one.
Yeah.
Because here's mine, and I think I did pick this one up on purpose.
And my last one, I think they're cats.
They are cats.
Little fat cats.
And again, that was kind of your style of random. It looks like it could belong in a Ziggy or...
Random whimsy. I can't really... It's not very dark.
The problem is it's hard to see them.
Because it's even hard to see them in person.
In person, yeah. Because
they're very simple, kind of like little...
There'd be things in them being Ziggy.
They're like little kind of blobs with little tiny ears and hats.
Yeah.
And
they're dumplings.
Yeah, exactly. If you go look up in crocheting the dumpling cats, that's what they look like.
And it's interesting, some of these have words in other languages. Like this one is French. I have another one that was Spanish. Actually, yours is the Spanish one. But this one's a gift. And it does have bunnies and foxes in it, so.
It doesn't have French?
Yes, this is the French one.
Let's see here. Glasses.
Yes, please read me French.
I don't know if I'll be able to read all of it, but let's see. My French is so very rusty.
You're looking at the right direction. Yeah.
Something indeterminate. The season of the heart. Oh, I bet this is something to do with Valentine's Day.
Oh, okay. Okay, I see.
Yeah, something about love. Je t'aime. I love you.
Okay. And we have constellations and bunch of hearts. Yeah, I can see where it could be Valentine's Day.
Okay, I can't really read this. Something durée.
Indeterminate.
Indeterminate. So something indeterminate duration. I don't know. I can't see it well enough to read it.
Yeah. So, hang on. Where's the napkin?
The backdrop, if you please.
Yes. So, a bunch of, oopsie, there we go. So yes, that was one of the gifts, which is cool. It had bunnies. and French, apparently.
And my little guys have Spanish, apparently.
Yes. So
Sure.
then my other gift, and yes, I kept both gifts because I'm a horrible person.
Why, you bought them?
I liked them both, so I kept them both, and I didn't share. This one I absolutely love. This one's just my style.
I need to see if Vicky got in my little snail rider.
I need the napkin.
Oh, yeah.
So, hang on, let me line it up again because I need to be lined up. Okay. So, it's mice that live in a teapot.
Oh, how fun.
And
That's
a
adorable.
teapot house.
Very cute.
And they have a heart on the door. And they're hanging stuff.
You know, they take off the roof.
I guess they could just climb out the roof. He's sitting on the handle.
Mm-hmm.
He's coming out the spout to.
I would think that would move for the chimney.
Yeah.
Maybe he's cleaning up the chimney.
Well, it looks like they almost want to make a point like someone broke the teapot. Cause look at that there. So and they're making points. It used to belong to someone. They broke it, and they just took advantage of the broken teapot. It makes me think.
The borrowers.
Yeah. Well, there also was a story. I want to say it was a Russian tale about a husband and wife who made their home out of this random thing that was just standing around, and they finally got some money. They were going to go buy something, and they lost the house. And it was like this whole thing, but they ended up being happy because at least they had each other. Mm-hmm. It was a really sweet tale. It was either Russian or Norwegian. I think it was Norwegian.
I know that we're getting really long with this, and I know that we have another one to do, and I have to put my mouth guard back in.
So, and honestly, I think that's all we had to say.
Yeah, sorry about it being kind of heavy on the stamps toward the end if you didn't want to see that. We do want to thank everybody who commented. It was Rena, Looney Hiker, and Meditative Crafter that I saw. I didn't see anybody on PHN because I didn't get a chance to go look, but if you did comment, we always appreciate all comments, even if we're terrible about responding. I do apologize. We will try to be better, as we say every single time we podcast.
And Jody, if you sent me another message, and I haven't responded, I literally, I'm not getting all my notifications.
And Christina, I do have your email. I haven't had a chance to sit down and respond. So I do have it, and I will give it to Talia so she can read it, or I'll tell her what you had to say, because she sent it to both of us to me.
Okay.
So I do have that. All the prizes have gone out, so that's good. And we are very, very happy to have you here for the Fun in the Woman Cave, and we hope to see you here next time we record. I wish you a very blessed week, and I'll see you next time.
God bless.
God bless.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.